Okie. Itamexkanatoni. Good morning. It is just about 9:30 in the AM on Thursday, my favorite day of the week, the 30th of March, 2023. We are coming to the end of March already, and we are in the lunar cycle Sa'akitsum, the duck moon, when the geese, at the very least, are going to start laying their eggs. It is the Easter moon, hey, that's coming up here, and I'm excited, and it feels strange. I'm on my way, by the way. I'm headed down Métis Trail right now on the west side and of Sigukhkodok, Lethbridge, Alberta, and I'm on my way to the Riverstone, where I have finally, after a couple of months of trial and tribulation, I finally caught the Riverstone porcupine, the big Riverstone porcupine that's been is it reaping havoc or wreaking havoc? It must be reaping, right? That's been eating a lot of the trees out there. It ate the hell out of this one pine tree on the green strip, and that's where originally I was contacted by the city, by the urban forestry folks, and asked if I could extract that porcupine, but it ended up eating all the tree around my trap. Wouldn't go in. Then it shuffled off to Stonecrest Point, and I got a call from one of the residents there. It started eating the tree in his front yard, so I moved the trap out there, but the porcupine never came back apparently. And then about 3-4 doors down from there, probably about 3 doors, I think, yesterday I got a call, another a neighbor, and he says the porcupine is living at my place. Hey, he's living under my deck. So I go over there. I moved the trap yesterday evening, and I'm looking at the situation, and really the deck is so raised I can't see it, and I didn't see much injury to plants in the backyard and stuff, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna end up leaving the trap here for a couple of weeks, and it's not gonna get nothing. There's not gonna be a porcupine here. But sure enough, overnight, caught that porcupine, baited it with salted apples and a carrot. So back to my whole bait plus carrot. That's what I think I'm gonna be using until I sort out through experimentation something that catches porcupines better. But yeah, finally caught the porcupine, and to me it's almost like a analog to what's going on, in the turn of the season, that this winter is coming to an end. And let me tell you, this has been the worst winter in my life. But by far the worst winter in my life. Start losing my teeth, lose my job, lost my girl for a little while, end up being able to retrieve her. Thank goodness that women are agreeable and forgiving and shit. And yeah, we're coming out of it. We're coming out of it. My birthday is coming up in a month or so. It's on the 3rd of May, and I plan to head down to Oregon. I plan to bring Britt on a road trip, go down to Oregon for a week, visit my mom, dad, my brother, maybe my cousin Jazz, see who I can all bump into on this trip. But really it's just my mom hasn't seen me in so long, years. So, and she's been going through like surgeries and stuff, and she's getting older. She doesn't need to be traveling up to Alberta to see me. So I figured I'd take advantage of the window just before my snake season really opens, and go see my mom while I'm relatively unoccupied. Sorry for the bouncy camera. We're on back roads. In any case, I'm so glad this winter is coming to a close. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling healthier every day. It's really nice having Britt back. I've just been still, she's been back since Valentine's Day, and I've just been celebrating it best I can every day. And then, on top of that, I'm getting some exercise now, and 3 times a week, I'm running with Sid. Sid is a blue healer, and actually used to belong to Mahoney's cousin Okan, who, I don't know if you guys met Okan while I was building the Blackfoot exhibits at Fort Whoop-Up. Okan, the first year I was worked at Fort Whoop-Up, Okan was camped out there in his teepee, and he was running horse rides for kids and stuff. And that summer he ended up committing suicide, and to everybody's devastation, because everybody loved Okan, and all of a sudden he's out. And so one of my friends, Lou, took one of his blue healers, and has been caring for her, but she's got dietary issues. She's got a protein allergy, and she needs to get out and exercise and stuff. She needs that getting out and running. So I'm running her 3 days a week. We both kind of look at each other. We both have the side eye when we get together, because we know what we're in for. We're gonna suffer a little bit for our sins, because I'm really out of shape. Like I'm not even. I take her about 4 kilometers, and I'm not even running that full 4 kilometers. I'm kind of jogging a little bit, and then stopping, walking, and jogging a little bit, stop and walk. This is from a guy who could, run a marathon on a whim a handful of years ago. And so yeah, I am right out of shape, but I can feel myself moving back into shape, and I think she can too. Because when I went to go pick her up yesterday for her walk, she has come booking out the door. She was like right ready to get it on, Still got the side eye, like, oh shit, but that's but she was ready, and and I was too. That's the way it is. So I got a workout partner 3 days a week, and and then I want to do other things than just running and stuff as well. I've been lifting a little weights and stuff, but it's not enough. I need to really get back in stretching, especially. I need to get into. Any case, yeah, I feel myself getting healthier. I feel the bad, like all the negative shit coming to an end. Work-wise, I was very scared I wasn't going to make it financially. I'm not that frightened anymore. I believe with my pet sitting business, and I have some other plans and some other services I plan to add to my animal mitigation and control stuff, like chimney capping and things like this. I believe I'm going to be able to make a year-round living, and I'm going to be okay. And I get other projects too, like for instance, Suta, Colin Lass, my friend Suta. She comes from a family that has a beaver bundle, and her dad went through some hard times. Well, is still going through hard times. And it's been a big part of his life, actually. But she knows that I'm always kind to him, like when we had the art studio and stuff. When we had taco sales and stuff, if her dad, showed up, and he's homeless in Lethbridge right now, if he showed up there, I would feed him, when I had, when it was a SAMAS operation, and I was running that arts and entrepreneurship program, there was a couple of occasions when he came in to the studio, and he wanted to smudge, he wanted prayers and stuff, so I helped him with that. And so, you know, when Suta heard that I was needing work and stuff, and she knows my skill set, she's like, hey, she sent me $150 right away, and she said, you can bill me for the rest, but here's 2 projects that I'm working on that I have grants for. One is a mapping project where we're putting Blackfoot sites all over a Google Earth map, and some versions of that, well, there's going to be a version of that that's going to be public consumption, but there's also a secret version of that with sites that you know, not everybody needs to know about. So I'm helping her add to her sites on there. I've done probably close to a quarter of what she had already there. I've added to it in a brief little while that I've worked on it, and I haven't worked that much. I've probably altogether maybe even just spent a full day working on it. But it's an open invite for me to work as much as I want on that, and another project that she has where she's creating an app, a travel app for people going to Glacier National Park, Waterton Park, Banff, and all of these, you know, mountain parks here in Blackfoot territory. She wants an app where they can hear stories, like Blackfoot stories about the landscape that they're seeing. Okay, so I'm gonna help her with that. But yeah, you know, I'm gonna have projects like that as well. But I think, you know, with the work with the animals and stuff, I'm gonna be able to make it. I have this confidence now. Although my first dog deal has gone kind of a little bit south. We'll see how it ultimately ends up. But I've had Jenny, this Dalmatian. Me and Britt have had Jenny at the house, and we love her. She's a great dog. We've been having a lot of fun with having Jenny at the house. But when in the circumstances when she first arrived, her owner was from Portland, Oregon, and she has some connection to Lethbridge. She may have lived here at one point. But anyway, she has a good friend here who was in the hospital who was passing away, and she came to be with her friend while she was passing away, but found out that she could not have her dog at the house where she would be staying. And Jenny has been with her for 9 years, never separated, right? So she really didn't want to leave her dog with anybody, but she started advertising on social media she needed a dog sitter. And so I responded to it, and, you know, I basically told her, you know, I'll watch your dog. At that time, it was just going to be a few days. And I said, I'll watch your dog, and I'm not sure what I'll charge, but I'd like some remuneration. It was my very first dog sitting, right? And so I wasn't sure how to value it, you know, what it should be worth and stuff. And right now, I've been taking other dogs in. I can only have like a couple of dogs at a time at my house, but still, you know, I figured out if I charge $30 a night to have a dog stay at my house, and I have 2 dogs there most nights, I'm gonna be drawing in, you know, maybe $1,800 a month off of having 2 dogs there. You know, that's enough to pay my rent right there, and my most of the utility. So that's what I'm doing. But I didn't know how to value it. Now I'm charging $30 a night, and so Jenny is still with us. The friend that was dying, the death took longer than was expected. You know, and then she passed. And then Jenny's owner actually had to put on the funeral, put on the services for this friend, and then deal with the friend's family and the allocation of their property and all this stuff. And now she's got no money, and she needs to go home, and she's waiting for a price that she can afford to get home. And then I hit her up and I say, okay, I've been thinking about it. You know, Jenny's been with us a full month now. That'd be about $900. But I because it's a month-long service, I'll give you a deal, and how about $750? That seem fair? And I passed her that note, you know, and then she got back to me and she says, well, I have no money to pay you. You know, we didn't say anything about pay to begin with, and so I took a little photograph of our initial conversation where I did say I'm going to want remuneration. I didn't state a specific amount because I didn't know yet, you know, how to value it. I was going to give her a deal, and I am giving her a deal, but I'm not going to get paid. That's what it sounds like to me. And Jenny's still going to be with us for another week yet. It sounds like, maybe more. Who knows? But I'm not. In the end, I'm not going to get paid until she goes home and get some more money, and then she's gonna pay me. That's what's that's what she's agreed to now. But yeah, my very first dog sitting experience. Well, it's been a good experience, and I've been able to use Jenny for some advertising and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna complain, but I am complaining. I'm, you know, learning from that too. You know, never let it go unstated what it is you're gonna be charging. You know, that's got to be settled up front. Hey, because I can't believe she's gonna leave, and I thought maybe we'd have a little back and forth. You know, she can afford this or that. You know, if she can't afford the $750, if she didn't think that was reasonable or whatever. But I didn't expect her to say, I can't pay you nothing. That to me is outright nuts. Anyway, we are at the residence with the porcupine. So I'm gonna switch cameras now. Let's go get that porky. I better make room for him in the back here. Yeah, he should fit there. Oh, I got a little bit of kink in my back. Oh, look at this. I didn't notice that when I visited yesterday. Guess he has been up here. I don't see much eating though, unless he's been chopping these tips off. I don't know. In case, we're gonna bring him to the Alexander Wilderness Park. He can live happily in the forest. Yeah, this guy has been the terror of Riverstone all winter. Oh yeah, he's done some damage to this one. I don't know why I didn't see that so much last night. Hey buddy, you're not even a giant. Yeah, you're smaller than I expected. Any case, we got you. Off we go. Little detour here to the south side. While we were picking up that porcupine, I got call and messages from Mike Christo over here, who I've caught raccoons at his place several times in the past, and I guess he's got another raccoon in his chimney. He's gonna have somebody come and put a chimney cap on there, which is something I want to get into, but he's got a service already plan for that. And but he wants me to see if I can catch the raccoon first, and if not, at least chase it out of there, you know, the morning that they're coming to set up. So I was showing him the porcupine here. I got the trap pulled out a little bit for him. I also stopped at the library. I've been reading this book. We got a pretty good First Nations topical section in the Lethbridge Public Library, as you might imagine. And I've been reading this book called Nobody Cries at Bingo. And I had to return it. I'm only about halfway through. Had to return it because it, you know, my loan date had come to its term. And I thought they would have it reshelved by now. It's been about 3 days, but no, they didn't. Any case, I found another book, short stories, that I'm gonna take a stab at, Eden Robinson trap lines, and I'll get back to that Nobody Cries at Bingo. I'm gonna try to start reading more, at least fiction, you know. Even though it's hard for me to read these days, my eyes are getting old, and I've only got one that really works. So reading and writing are struggles these days. Any case, I'm baiting it with a chicken spring roll, a little bit of dog kibble, and a chicken wing bone with some skin still on there. That all sounds like pretty tempting stuff to me. If I was a raccoon, I would be all over that stuff. Oh, shoot, what happened here? I gotta make sure. All right, let's go set this up. Now, the two places that the raccoons really occupy in the city here, it's mostly either in the crawl space of the house or in the attic, or in the chimney. Crawl space or chimney. And for crawl space, they use the soffit, and they push their way in a corner of the soffit where two pieces of roof meet. Chimney, they just climb up and down the chimney like ninjas. And in Mike's case here, that's what they're doing. So we believe they're climbing up just the structure of his house here to get on to the roof. It's an easy peasy deal. They see like footprints in the snow up this ledge here, so it's no doubt how they're coming and going. I'm gonna just leave the trap right kind of against the wall here, and we'll see what transpires. Hopefully we get a raccoon. All right, off to the wilderness park. All right. Yeah, I stopped off to buy some Gatorade at the 7-Eleven and decided it's time to give my truck a little bit of a wash. Not anything superb, but you know, at least get some of the mud off so people can read my license plate and all that. Any case, a little bit of a detour. I got one more stop to make before I go home, which is to go drop in and do a dog visit. But we'll get to that. Right now we're going to release this porcupine and extract some quills. I sell quills at $20 or $20 20 quills for $5. A little bag of 20 quills for $5. It's my going rate, and I sell them easily. So this guy will probably give me 100 quills, which, you know, it's only like $25, but it's an extra 25. And when all's said and done, you know, it's not even noon o'clock yet, and I'm gonna have made more in my morning here, in my couple of hours of the morning, than I would in a whole 6-hour day at my old professional job. So this is definitely the way to go. They say when I complained about the wages there and said it wasn't, you know, I wasn't making enough, my boss told me, well, this is a competitive wage. I'm like, I don't want a competitive wage. I want a living wage, you know, something that pays the bills. Hence, I don't have that job no more. Any case, let us do it. Get this guy out of here. Get a few quills from him. And get on with the day. Get that, yo. See? There, he's giving his quill donation. Thank you. Have a good day and enjoy your new territory. All right. To the dogs. All right. We are here to see the Cocker Spaniel named Leo. It's a new client of mine. His mom, so to speak, goes to Calgary for business once in a while, gone all day, wants a midday kind of visit. It's about 11:30 now, closing in on 12. So, and I'm in the neighborhood. So, I'm gonna go ahead and... Hey Leo, come here. Come on in. Let's go in the backyard. Yeah, you don't want to be out front. They're I've never been here before, but I've just been told that we open onto the back. Hey Leo. Hey Leo. Hey. Hey. Oh, you're a good dog. You're a good dog. So yeah, for $20, if you're away on business for the day, for $20, you can hire the rattlesnake man to come to your house, be good to your dog, take him outside and let him get a run around, make sure he's got enough food, etc. All right, Leo, let's go out. Let's go out. Come. I hear he will just have a good run around a little bit. All right, let's do it. No leash required for Leo. He's a good dog. Yeah. Should we go out on the field? All right. Yeah, let's go have a walk. We'll walk across the field a little bit and back. But yeah, so this is another one of my services in addition to, just regular dog walks, which I do for $30 a session, $25 a session, or $50 for 3 sessions a week, or 3 sessions bi-weekly. Okay. So I got dog walks. I got, if you want doggy Airbnb at my house, I can only accept a couple dogs at a time, and it's $30 a night. If you want me to come hang out like with Leo here, it's $20 for me to stop at your house. So those are my rates. That's my gig for the time being. My workday is almost done. As soon as I'm done walking Leo here a little bit out here, we are going to go home, and I still got work I can do on that project, that mapping project, like I said, throughout the day. We're probably gonna go visit Britt's family, Britt's parents, because her dad and her brother both, they work at the same place. They build homes, but they're on layoff right now, so for like 6 weeks. So plan to go visit today. Yeah, life is pretty good right now. I think I'm figuring things out. We'll see where it goes.